And good afternoon, everyone. For Channel 19 brings you girls basketball as the Sterling Lady Knights take on the Haddon Heights Garnets for the first time in a while since last season. We'll take a look at the Colonial Liberty standings from last season. Sterling 3-7 into the division, 5-9, I believe, over 9-5 overall. And you see Haddonfield's undefeated in the division, 14-1 overall. And you see Garnets, who are facing off today, were 10-5 overall. Take a look at the Sterling Colonial Liberty. They finished fifth. They scored 45 points, 35 points, and then defense they've let in 40 points. Of course, that last season, Tatiana Johnson was scoring average 10 points, and Tori Wilsey was 6. And take a look at the Haddon Heights as Colonial Liberty. They finished third, offense scoring 41 points a game and letting in 37. Marquise Richardson Muse scoring about 10 points, Madison Clark 9, and Campbell 9, and Ferrento also with 6 points. And take a look at the teams last time these teams met twice last season. Of course, was February 14, 2021. Heights won 47-39 with Tatiana Johnson scoring 8 and Bridget Dixon scoring 9, Muse scoring 14, and Campbell scoring 13. And then Heights wins it again in February 23rd, a couple weeks after in 2021, 43-28 this time. Tatiana Johnson scoring 10, and Mackenzie McDonald scoring 7, and Maggie Campbell scoring 13, and Madison Clark scoring 10. So big points coming out from those two players. Of course, last season, I believe both of them players coming back with the Garnets. And
well, guys, I think when you look at this matchup here, I think the one thing that sticks out to me is Haddon Heights probably has a little bit more experience when you look at them having some players on the floor that have already had some varsity experience. When you're talking about Marquette Richardson Muse, a junior, who's played a couple of years at the varsity level. Maggie Campbell and Madison Clark also have experience. You look at the keys of the game here: control the tempo, push the pace, help in team defense, especially against Marquette Richardson Muse, and rebounding down in the low post. That's something Strong absolutely is going to have to do.
Yeah, you're going to have to rebound. Team help defense is super important because we might not be able to go one-on-one, put our one on their one, and be able to succeed. If we can get those double teams or run some sort of a zone, might help our advantages. And then rebounding the ball, you got to rebound and look to get out on the fast break.
And look for Sterling to go with the man defense, really try to put a lot of pressure on the perimeter. And you want to put them in a situation where Sterling's controlling the tempo, forcing Haddon Heights to make mistakes. There you see Lauren Kendra, outstanding coach for Haddon Heights. And she's definitely got a lineup that she really likes with kids with a lot of experience. There you see Coach McDonald there, who obviously came back after a long tenure last year and really likes the lineup she has. A lot of good young players to go along with a couple seniors who are veterans who are doing a real nice job. When you're talking about Tori Wilsey,
of course, Sterling lost Tatiana Johnson due to her being a senior, and then also the two Johnson sisters going to, I believe, Timber Creek.
Yeah.
So,
but you also, like I said, Sterling's got Wilsey, and you've also got Raina Pelcat, who has seen varsity playing time each of her 3 prior years here and has come in and really done a good job coming off the bench in a lot of situations. There you see Erin Quinn right there. She's going to be in the starting lineup for the first time. Another sophomore, so we're going to have 3 sophomores and 2 seniors in the starting lineup.
And you mentioned the sophomores. The team, if you look at the roster, is really sophomore heavy. This is their second year. Most of them probably played JV or freshman last year. This is going to be a real learning curve at the varsity level.
Yeah, it will be. And when you look at them getting the learning curve going, you did have Dixon and Mackenzie McDonald play last year, so they have some experience. There you see Madison Clark. She's a junior. She's outstanding, and she's the daughter of Cheryl Clark, the coach of Audubon girls basketball, and she definitely, like Mackenzie McDonald, plays like a coach's daughter in that they see the floor, they do all the things you want them to do.
Yeah, and Haddon Heights has a lot more varsity experience. Their top 3 returning scorers, I believe, are returning. Sterling's top scorer is gone, graduated. So they're going to have somebody, try and step up, be scrappy on defense, rebound the ball well, be physical to try and keep them in this game.
And honestly, if you want to take someone to look at, it's got to be Mackenzie McDonald, who has throughout, of course, closer to the end of the season, last season, was doing quite well, and I think could be a big start for the Sterling's girls team.
Well, the thing that was impressive about Mackenzie McDonald was how well they played the low post. And that's going to be a key. They're going to have to rebound. And she was, as a freshman, as tough down in the low post as any freshman you see. Very aggressive, didn't shy away from contact, and look for that to be a big part of her game this year, as well as development in the skill area.
Well, and not only that, but Bridget Dixon was a freshman that played varsity last year. Got to be looking for her to step up. Those people that had the varsity experience last year are really going to have to lead this young team. Really sophomore heavy. A lot of them played JV last year. And I think they're really going to have to rely on Raina Pelkak and Tori Wills, the 2 senior leaders.
Yeah. And the other nice thing about having a team that has younger players just developing is they're the type of team that's going to make the biggest leap from game 1 to, say, game 15. And when you come to the point where you're at the playoffs, you could have a much better team than you had at the beginning of the year.
Oh, absolutely. All you're looking for here is progress. What is this team all about? Can this team rebound the ball well? Can this team execute their game plan how they want to? Is this team struggling? Haddon Heights is a good team. This is a good test for the first game of the year.
And you take a look right here, of course, right beside me is Jay Clark and Kevin Schulz. I'm John Howard here to bring you this coverage, of course, as Jay Clark will take first quarter action play-by-play, so excited to see him do that, sophomore, of course.
Switch it back and forth, right?
Yep, switch it back and forth. I'll take...
John's the grizzled veteran here, the senior, taking the youngster vet under his wing.
Yeah,
Clark.
He's got me under his wing. John's the seasoned vet, been doing this for, 4 years?
4 years now. It's
doing a great job, John.
Now this is something different. They're bringing back the jump ball after the COVID year last year. As Haddon Heights will win the tip, and the game is underway.
This is Campbell out on the point. Gets the ball to Clark.
Dishes it out to the corner. Drives in, good pass out. Fires up a shot, and that goes down. First bucket for Maggie Campbell.
Good inside-outside movement. Campbell's one who can definitely hit from the outside, so they're going to have to get out there on him.
Wilsey tries to answer back with another ball.
Great job from Bridget Dixon. Bridget Dixon running away. Could have stolen the ball there.
Yeah, Sterling might have got away with one right there. Looked like there was a little bit of contact.
Coach Kendra doesn't look too happy with that call. And the shot won't fall. Rebound by Clark. And that one misses. Another offensive rebound as Marquet Richardson Muse gets the offensive rebound to fall.
And on that trip down in front, you saw Haddon Heights get to the boards and really, in a quick glimpse right there, dominate down a low post. That's something Sterling can't allow to happen in this game.
Dixon finds McDonald down the low post, and she gets that one to go. Sterling on the board.
Well, a great job by Dixon, allowing that play to develop, letting the timing go, and had a nice, accurate pass down to Mackenzie McDonald, who went up with the left hand and did a real nice job finishing.
Good steal from Mackenzie McDonald out on the fast break, and she gets it to Wilsey. Can't convert on the other end.
Yeah, that's a tough play by Tori Wilsey, having to get the ball away from the basket, running full speed, trying to put it back up.
Going to take another look at this pass right here from Bridget Dixon inside of Mackenzie McDonald.
Just a nice, easy layup for McDonald.
So passing the ball around here, inside to Quinn, and she gets that one to fall.
Yeah, and again, two things I saw in two successive trips down the floor were patience and allowing the play to develop, and good accurate passes down a low post. Good job finishing there by Aaron Quinn.
And that'll be a double dribble. Sterling ball, double dribble on Marquet. Richardson Muse, the senior. Going to take another look at this pass inside to Quinn.
You see Quinn getting the ball turning. Nice play, putting it up there against some real strong defense against her in the low post.
Dixon to McDonald. And some patience there again works as now that's another basket for Mackenzie McDonald, and Sterling takes a 1-point advantage.
Well, I saw what they do when there was something there. There wasn't anything there, and that's a nice job, Mackenzie McDonald, creating her own shot.
Tip pass by Aaron Quinn, but corralled by Haddon Heights.
Heights right now is really having a lot of problems here the last couple trips down the floor with the defense of Sterling.
Pass up to the corner. Shot from Campbell won't go. McDonald gets it to Wilsey on the fast break as she decides to slow it down. Fires up a shot, and that one will go down. Two-pointer there from Tori Wilsey.
And that was one of the big question marks coming out into this year. Can Sterling hit from the perimeter? The perimeter game offensively is going to be a huge key, and Tori Wilsey is going to be a big part of that.
And that's another tip pass right there. We're going to take a look at the shot from Wilsey.
Got the friendly roll, right?
Yeah. And already Aaron Quinn doing a great job on defense, able to get a hand to a pass twice so far.
Pass inside to Richardson Muse, and the foul.
There's good fouls and there's bad fouls. That's a good foul. I want them to face pressure all the time when they go to the basket. And to me, if you do that, you'll get them in the situations where they're rushing, forcing shots. So early on, you know, you don't like fouls, but I think that's a good foul.
Misses the first. Take a look here. Marquet Richardson Muse, 10 points per game last year, coming in her senior season. On a very good Haddon Heights team as she misses the second. Or rebound by Pelkak. Nice handles there from Bridget Dixon as she slows up the tempo. Good pass inside, but that one is blocked by Marquet Richardson Muse. Good work on the defensive end to stop that patient passing inside for Sterling.
Well, Muse, you see, can see, we've seen her before. She's somebody who can defend out on the perimeter if need be, but also really good to do a good job defending down on the low post. I'm going to see the call. I missed that one, guys.
I did as well, but I'm not sure what the call was.
Okay, not sure. Apparently there was, yeah, some contact.
Might be over the line.
Oh, okay.
Pass out to Dixon. McDonald for three. That one doesn't fall. Rebounded by Haddon Heights.
I think they could have done something a little bit better there.
Clark passes it out. And that one's loose and out of bounds on Haddon Heights. Great work on the defensive end for Sterling here so far.
Getting a hand on the ball, you see right here going in, and I believe that was possibly Pelkak. Somebody got a hand on the ball, forcing the turnover.
And we've seen him play really scrappy and aggressive defense so far, and it's seeming to work out for him.
It's impressive. And you talk about Aaron Quinn, had the basket, real aggressive on the perimeter, and as opposed to Dixon McDonald, she doesn't have any varsity experience coming in this year.
Great dribble move from Bridget Dixon, but it won't fall as now Campbell takes the ball up the court.
I was going to mention a great run from Dixon, able to get some space, unable to get the shot just right, but I mean, just great job able to get space.
A great defensive effort for Sterling so far in this first quarter as Mackenzie McDonald knocks it away.
And I know Coach McDonald really preaches defense, and she's got to be really happy with what she's seeing out here early on from her team.
Heights gets the inbound to Furtado, the sophomore. pass is tipped by Wilsey. Great defensive effort here from Sterling. And it'll be Sterling's ball. Another great defensive possession, as that'll force Coach Kenner to take a timeout. Fantastic defense so far throughout this first quarter.
No doubt about it. I mean, as a team, they're really doing a great job. And I like what they're doing with the help defense of Marquette Richardson-Muse. She's the one girl on Heights who really has a tendency to drive to the basket, but they've been doing a good job with the help, coming over and cutting her off. And you can see early on, she's really frustrated.
And we're going to take a look here. Order a DVD of your favorite event. It's $20 per event, $3 for mailing. Include the name of the event. You can email or call the number on your screen.
Of course, you get many things from previous games, of course, or events like
we got all
this
the
winter concert that's coming up.
Yeah, we got all the fall sports that we did this year, all the football games, all the soccer games.
And from years past, too, right?
Yeah, years past. Very slim choice, of course, back when you get closer back to the 1980s, of course. But
or John's rookie year as a broadcaster 4 years ago, if you want to kick back and listen to some of those tapes. You've come a long way, John.
Thank you.
Looks like McDonald stepped out of bounds as Heights will take over possession.
Really have appreciated all 4 years.
Toronto brings the ball up for Heights. And there's a steal. Raina Pelkak ends up with it, gets it out to Dixon, and they're looking to run the fast break. Tough shot from Tori Wilsey. Good rebound there from Erin Quinn, and she puts it up.
So far, Heights unable to find anything. I think after Sterling's 10-point, I think Sterling scored 10 points, and Heights has yet to score.
Yeah, 10 unanswered. Ball to Clark, gives it back to Furtado, into the corner for Campbell. Shot won't fall. Rebound Pelkak. Good steal by Furtado. Puts up the mid-range shot and it won't fall. Shots just aren't going down for Haddon Heights right now.
Yeah, and there's some forced shots, forced off bounce. I go back to giving the credit to what Sterling's able to do defensively across the board.
Wilsey in the corner. Misses on a rebound by Clark. Good pass inside to Clark. And she can't get that shot to fall. Pelkak with the rebound. Dixon takes it straight to the lane. And she'll be called for the charge. Fantastic job there by Haddon Heights.
Yeah, good defensive play. Obviously, that's the one where you got to set those feet, and we'll take a look here. Clark did that, set the feet. Ooh. That was close.
I don't know. Yeah, she set her feet, but
it looked like there might have been some movement there, but I guess if your body's generally in that spot for like a split second, they'll give it to you.
They don't have replay.
Could have went either way.
Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Sterling up 10-5.
Bridget Dixon
knocks
almost
it away.
This Sterling defense impeccable so far this first quarter.
And there's the basket from Evie Davis, the senior. As that ends the dry spell for Haddon Heights.
Well, that's a real strong play by Davis, and here you see her coming over here with the steal.
Speaking of Davis, there's a foul called on her. Take another look here. Davis basket on the other end.
And that's a tough play. You talk about making them fight for their baskets. That's a well-earned basket because you had the defenders right there. And again, a real nice play by Davis.
Dixon with the outside shot. Won't go. Pelkak attempts to save it. Still out of bounds. 17 seconds to go. Sorry, 16. Looks as Heights will try and hold it for the last shot. And the shot at the buzzer won't go. As we'll be taking a quick TV timeout here. Sterling up 10-7, and we'll take a That's a look at Mr. Schulz' house right there.
Yeah, that
Decked
was
out for Christmas. We'll be back right after this.
Drone footage by Mr. K.
Dude, would you check your email?
What's email?
The thing that keeps making that sound! Now I know why you didn't join me for the fire escape! Open it now! 1,700 emails!
Maybe you should open your emails too.
You think so?
Now, we take a look at Schulz' house right here. Sterling's leading this 10-7 over Haddon Heights. Take a look at Schulz' house here. How long did this take you?
Not me, it's my son. My son, I help out, but my son's the driving force behind everything.
And my next question is, who's paying for the electricity bill?
That would be me. I cringe when I open that bill at the end of January.
Well,
I hire each year.
well, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd
thank
say
you.
it's worth it.
And you guys will get candy canes if you come by. We have plenty there, so if you come by, you get some candy canes.
Little incentive.
Check it out.
As Sterling will start off second half action, the second quarter, Rich Dixon now off to Pelkak. Pelkak in a little bit of trouble, stumbles, Moose able to get a defensive break, now getting on offense, gives it straight, and Woolsey able to stop that. And now McDonald on a rebound, and a great job, Sterling, great job on defense, able to recover from a mistake from Pelkak.
That is fantastic 2-on-1 transition defense from Tori Wilsey. Doesn't commit to Muse too early, sticks with the other Haddon Heights player for long enough, gets the block, and then great outlet pass to Mackenzie McDonald, who gets a nice finish on the other end.
And to me, that's what seniors are for. That's what their leadership is for, to really come up with a big play when things break down.
Muse under center. Under the bucket. Dixon now with it. Gives it to Pelkak. Pelkak to Dixon again, and now Dixon will settle it down.
And last year we didn't have the fans in the building. I'm sure you heard the fans get ecstatic for the Tori Wilsey block.
Yeah.
It's just great to have at least a little bit of fans in here for these basketball games.
Well, we did start letting in fans near the end of the season last year, but
Doesn't compare to this. There's way more.
There is way more this year than there was last year. McDonald for three. Unable to. Quinn able to get the offensive rebound. McDonald now striving in, loses the ball. And now Heights now on going back on offense. And a nice little layup from Kylie Forenzo.
Good floater from the top of the key there.
Dixon gonna try and float a pass off to McDonald, and Quinn. Gonna take a look at the play.
Take a look right here. Tori Wilsey doesn't commit to Muse too early, gets the block, corrals the rebound, and then does a great job of getting the outlet pass to McDonald. Strong finish on the other end.
And it was a soft commit just to make her think she's coming to her, and she was able to spin off and ultimately get the block. We've seen a lot of great defense, but that's definitely the defensive play of the game so far.
Oh, absolutely. It's tough to be in a 2-on-1 situation as is, not only to get a stop, but then to get a block. And a great outlet pass on top of that, and McDonald with another finish on the other end. Great example of how defense leads into offense here.
And Coach McDonald really has to be happy with what she's seeing with the great defense. You look at Haddon Heights right there, and I think they're a little frustrated when you look at the body language, but great all-around defense and also bounce scoring, and I like what they're doing on the offensive end. You know, you got some fast break points, but they've done a nice job in their half-court set, being patient, moving the ball around, and ultimately getting that open look.
After that foul was committed, Sterling will have the ball back, and Dixon will start it off. Gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey unable to get that now, as Heights again on a little bit of a break. Pelkak pressuring, and that's going to be two free throws right there for Heights.
And take another look at the steal here by Clark. Driving it down to the lane, drawing a double team, gets contact. That's clear contact right there. Haddon Heights missed 2 free throws earlier. Probably going to capitalize here. She does for the first one.
And you're seeing whenever Richardson, Muse, or Clark get the ball down a low post, there's that help defense is coming over. And I think really frustrating these girls. We talked about it, just making it tough for them down on the low post.
Madison Clark able to sink both. Now just Sterling only having a 1-point lead. Heights going a little bit of aggressive defense, what I saw. Dixon going on, shot blocked. Quinn able to rebound. Quinn gives it to Pelkak. Pelkak gives it to Wilsey. Wilsey up for 3. Unable to get it. Still bouncing up in the air. And now back to Heights.
And every good defensive possession for Heights, it feels like the momentum's starting to shift a little bit. The wheels are starting to fall off a little bit.
And you
now
say
that steal.
Steal. Wilsey now going on a chase. Wilsey now slows it down, gives it to McDonald. McDonald up. Pelkak up and doesn't get that. Heights' ball again. Now Heights will slow it down. Frento with it. Frento gives it to Campbell. Campbell now driving up. Gives it to Davis. Davis out for a lob and gets the 2. And now the 1-point lead. And we'll take a little bit of an official's timeout for Kylie Frento to wrap herself around her ankle as Sterling will make their first substitution. As
we're taking a look at this basket. Good pass, good pump fake right there. And that's a strong finish with 3 defenders in proximity of Evie Davis right there.
Yeah, guys, we talked about what Tori Wilsey has done as a senior leader coming in. Davis on the other side has come up with a couple of big baskets. The one that stopped the scoring drought and the go-ahead one.
As Dixon will be fouled on the play and will have 2 free throws.
And right here, especially as Haddon Heights is starting to get on a little bit of a roll and Sterling's on a dry spell. These free throws, you got to be able to capitalize on.
I think that was our main concern, of course, during the last season was the free throws. Last season they weren't taking the free throws as well as much. Too many missed opportunities and game losses because of those missed free throws.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in tight games, it comes down to free throws. How many points did you leave at the line? Bridget Dixon goes 1 for 2 there, ties the game up.
Heights now looking. Muse now with it. Frento. As I see Jake's arms moving, saying that it should be a travel.
That looked like a travel to me. But I'm not the official, so it doesn't matter what I say.
Davis gives it back to Frento. A little bit of contact right there for the ball. Moose looking for a 3. Fakes it.
And Heights really starting to slow this game down, trying to get the looks that they want.
Yep.
Madison Clark up against McDonald and wins that battle. Now Dixon.
That's a good point, Jacob. And what they did was they spread Sterling out there and
Wilsey
with the help defense.
Wilsey on a layup, unable to get that, gets her own rebounds and ties the game back up.
Sterling's looking to move really fast paced. And Haddon Heights, Coach Kendrick's being smart here, trying to slow the game down on the offensive end, not let them get those fast break opportunities.
Really doing a good job these last couple trips, spreading everybody out.
Dixon able to get a touch to it, and that's going to be a foul on Dixon. That will be Sterling's 4th foul, and I believe that might be Dixon's 2nd foul of the game.
And take another look here. Misses, gets her own rebound, and finishes, and that's just a good job of staying patient and good rebounding.
Up for a 3, doesn't go down. McDonald with it, and I'm not 100% sure what happened there.
Marquette Richardson Muse is holding on to a jersey. That's, we talked about the good fouls and the bad fouls. That's probably
a bad one.
foul.
Yeah.
Not only that, it gives Sterling a good chance to go for free throws. It's a great pass to McDonald, and McDonald able to get the layup.
Fantastic pass there from Bridget Dixon. Looked like to be off a pick and roll to Mackenzie McDonald. Lofts it up over the defender, and Mackenzie McDonald, good strong finish inside.
And that's a play you can see happen with girls who learn to play together.
Madison Clark does get fouled, so
we're going to take another look at this here. Bridget Dixon. Yep, right off the pick and roll. And the defender, they don't switch. There's no communication there between Haddon Heights. Allows McDonald to cut.
Madison Clark misses her first
inside.
one. She's going to go for her second one. Let's see if she can make this one. Easy as you like it for that one. Sterling now coming back. Tori Wilsey trying to find something open. Gives it back to Dixon. Wilsey again. Dixon. That's Sims. Morgan Sims. Now back to with Dixon.
Good job, McDonald, not forcing it. Realize it wasn't there.
Morgan Sims forces the pass to Wilsey. Muse now going up for the basket. No foul was called.
Fantastic defense from Tori Wilsey.
McDonald going to give it to Tori Wilsey. Tori Wilsey up for the layup and gets it in.
That is a fantastic job of being able to run in transition by Tori Wilsey. Great job on the defensive end to not bite on the spin by Richardson Muse, and then hustles down the floor and gets a bucket on the other end. Great job in transition.
And a nice pass by Mackenzie McDonald.
Clark looking. Frento is going for the three, in and out. And the foul's going to be called against Sterling. Sterling's sixth foul. And we take a look at the bucket here.
That's just a good job you saw, right? Good defense from Tori Wilsey. Hustles down after McDonald grabs the rebound, gets it out to her, and she's got an easy bucket on the other end.
Shot from Heights. Clark goes up for the foul, gets the point, and there's going to be a free throw. So Sterling now already in the fouling range. So every foul now will be a free throw, no matter what the foul is. Sorry, shooting foul now.
This shows you how tough Clark can be down in the low post, taking on contact, but still had the ability to put the ball up and finish, giving herself an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. And Madison Clark's mom is the head coach of the Audubon basketball team, Cheryl Clark.
Madison Clark Horse ties this game up 19-19. Bridget Dixon thinks about shooting it, takes it inside, gives it to Erin Quinn. Erin Quinn for the layup, and nice passing from Sterling.
Good pass right there from Bridget Dixon. Finds Erin Quinn open in the paint.
Well, we've seen her do it in different ways. You saw the pick and roll. We've seen her on the outside being patient. There she drew the defense away, leaving that opening and knowing when Quinn was going to get open, put the ball right to her. Very impressed with her passing, how accurate it is.
We'll take another look at this right here. She cuts inside, draws a double team, and finds Quinn open there for the layup.
Timeout's going to be called, and so far Sterling doing a good job defensively.
Outstanding. And this is a type of play, when you look at what Dixon did right here, you know she can see, she's anticipating what she's going to be able to do, knowing where Quinn is, and knowing that girl, that help defense is going to come down towards her, waiting for it to happen and dishing it off right at the right time.
Well, I think it all started with that first step, that first jab step towards the baseline, gets the defender already moving to try and force her to the baseline, and then the help defense comes, gets the teammate wide open for the easy basket.
And I'm sure Heights is telling her defenders, hey, when we have Bridget Dixon out on the perimeter, we want to go at her aggressively, but under control. And if you leave your feet, that's going to happen.
A nice, quick, easy bucket for Maggie Campbell. Now Sterling's going to try and hold this one, maybe. Torrey Wilsey now with it, gives it back to Dixon, and there's a foul against Heights.
Yeah, right off the inbound, this play is drawn up perfectly. Gets Campbell wide open on a backdoor cut right there.
Dixon. Pelkak. Torrey. Wilsey, of course. Aaron Quinn shoots it up, unable to. And it will stay Haddon Heights' ball.
I'll tell you what, we talk a lot about what Sterling's on the defensive end. I'm impressed, especially in the latter part of this quarter, of how Heights has been defending Sterling. You know, they've had a few open looks, and Sterling's earning their baskets, but Heights right there had a nice defensive half-court.
Yeah, we were really surprised at how aggressive Sterling came out to be. And then Haddon Heights stepped it up in the second quarter, you know, realizing, hey, you know, Sterling's going to play, we can play too.
As we ended the second quarter, Sterling and the Garnets tied for 21-21. And we take a look at the lights of Laurel Springs.
Yeah, this is another house that's been doing it for probably 50 years. If you go down Atlantic Avenue through Laurel Springs, you can't miss it on the left. They do an outstanding job.
And Sterling ties this 21-21. We'll be right back for third quarter action.
Bullying, no matter the circumstances, someone will always be there for you.
Over 160,000 kids refuse to go to school each day in fear of being bullied.
Stop bullying and be united.
Then you should adjust your seat or mess with the radio before driving. Buckle your seatbelt. Also, remember to turn your lights on to avoid hitting deer or ignorant pedestrians. Ignore the phone. It can wait. Keep in mind that you're not the only one on the road. Remember, you should always be aware of animals.
This is Stop It.
Stop It is an anonymous app where you can report any instance of bullying against your peers.
You can also use the Stop It app to alert staff members if someone is contemplating harm to themselves so they can get help.
Stop It is easy to use. Once you open the app, you have to enter your school's access code.
Our code is SHS Nights.
Once you open the app, you can hit the Submit a Tip function to explain the situation and send a video or photo evidence.
You can be the answer.
You can help someone in need.
You can stop it.
Places to go, people to see, and things to do. But while on the move, it pays to be street smart. Summerdale is home to several heavily traveled streets, busy intersections, and bustling shopping centers. When crossing the street, don't take the risk. Always use crosswalks and look for the walk signs. When driving, be aware of pedestrians and always stop for people while in a crosswalk. It's the law. Please pay special consideration when children are present, as well as when our students are traveling to and from school, as many of them commute on foot every day. For all of us, while walking, biking, or driving, please pay attention and put down the phone. In the time it takes to look at your phone, accidents do happen. Let's be safe and recognize our surroundings, as well as our fellow travelers. Summerdale is a proud partner of Street Smart New Jersey's Pedestrian Safety Education Campaign. Learn more at bestreetsmartnj.org. And let's be street smart, Summerdale.
Okay, yep. Here we are back here for the second half of action. There you see the Laurel Springs train station on Warwick Road. Mr. K out and about, getting all these great shots. And we're going to look at a couple of highlights. First of Tori Wilsey right here with the shot. You had Mackenzie McDonald that last one. Got the good roll right there. And there you see Wilsey finishing things off. That's that fast break. Like the way in that last couple steps she used her body. And then we see Tori Wilsey right here with a nice dish off there to Dixon. Dixon comes in, draws the defenders, dishes it off to Erin with Quinn, who had a real nice first half and her first experience at the varsity level. And we're going to go over to the Haddon Heights side with Madison Clark and some of the nice things she was able to do. You see her playing tough down low and that real nice shot and doing that hook and really doing a good job against some pretty good defense against McDonald. And there you see Clark right here getting the rebound, going right up, drawing the foul, and getting herself to the line. So real good first half by Wilsey and Madison Clark. And there we look at Cheryl Clark, Madison's mom, who's fortunate to be on hand because a lot of times Audubon, who Miss Cheryl Clark coaches, is playing at the same time, but she's fortunate she's able to see her daughter play in this game, and she's doing a real nice job.
Now, here's another question. So who does she technically cheer for? Does she cheer on for her daughter that plays on the opposite team that she's going to be playing? Of course, Audubon's going to have to play the Garnets.
They say, as obviously she's cheering her daughter tonight, but they always say parents who coach against their kids, it's one of the toughest things when you're coaching a team and you're going against your own child. So it's always got to be tough, and obviously it's happened before because Madison's a junior now and has played since her freshman year.
Going to take a look here. Some foul trouble.
No, it's
actually these are the points. McDonald with 8, Wilsey with 6, and Quinn with 6. And on the other side, Clark with 8, Campbell with 5, and Davis with 4. The second half is ready to get underway.
And just looking at some of the scoring, where it's from, Mr. Jones emails us halftime where the basket's from. Both teams are scoring as much from the outside as the inside, so they're really using the whole floor.
Richardson Muse looking to get a screen from Clark, and she does. Out to Campbell. Clark can't finish with Richardson Muse. Follows up the shot and gets the rebound. Dixon dribbling outside, looking for help.
Going again, being patient, just allowing things to happen, allowing plays to develop.
Dixon over to Quinn. Wilsey in the corner for 3. Doesn't fall, gets her own rebound. Quinn drives inside, blocked by Richardson Muse. And Raina Pelkak lost the shoe. Gonna take another look here. And yep, off the bobble, yep, you see the shoe right there.
The flat tire, right?
Yeah.
That happened to everyone.
Haddon Heights defense has looked strong from the second quarter and into the second half. As Quinn gets a nice backdoor cut off the strong defense. Ties the game up at 23.
Yeah, real nice job finishing out. You like when you see that good passing, especially down low in tight spaces.
Richardson Muse. And they'll say Pelkak stepped out of bounds. We're going to take another look here. This possession. Good pass from McDonald. Pass out to Davis.
And right now, you're going to see Heights what they did in the latter part of that quarter, try to spread Sterling out.
Great job defensively right there from Sterling to able to stop Madison Clark.
And Tori Wilsey draws the foul.
Guys, that's a veteran play right there. You see the fast break. Tori Wilsey sensing she's a little bit out of control. Doesn't have a lot to her. And she makes sure she takes on contact and gets herself to the line.
Take a look at the stats for Wilsey. Well, 6 points per game, 625. 65% free throw shooter last year. She knocks that one down.
Gets a real lucky bounce.
Checking into the game is Gabby DiOrio for Haddon Heights. Wilsey drains the second, puts the Knights up by 2.
Boy, you couldn't ask for a better game to open the season.
Campbell's 3 won't go. And foul there on Bridget Dixon. So that'll send Richardson Muse to the line for 2.
And that play all started with Richardson Muse getting that real good position, getting underneath. And we said that was one area you didn't want to have Heights start to dominate down in the low post. And that could be a situation when they get those second chance opportunities that they could possibly get ahead and pull away.
This is the free throw. Pelkak steps out of bounds. And good defense there by Mackenzie McDonald.
And Clark will go to the free throw line.
Gonna take a look. This is another really good design play. Gets Clark a good look, but McDonald with good defense. And then you see there, I think they'll get the foul on Erin Quinn. But that sends Maddie Clark back to the line. A lot of free throw opportunities for Haddon Heights.
So impressed with the way Clark uses her strength and skill to operate in traffic down in the low post. Because Sterling's giving her all she can handle with the help defense coming over to being very physical, but she's able to fight through it and really play like a veteran that's had a couple years experience.
All knotted up at 25 as Dixon brings the ball down the court. Gets it over to Sims in the corner, fires up a 3. And nails that one. Morgan Sims from outside. The sophomore.
That could be a difference maker if they're going to have to come out and address Morgan Sims out on the perimeter.
And not to mention, she was pretty far out there on the perimeter too. So
Haddon Heights recovering after a miscue pass. Campbell in the corner, drives in, passes to Clark, and a fantastic find from Maggie Campbell as Madison Clark gets the bucket. Dixon, crafty footwork inside, but it won't go. Great save by Raina Pelkak and Mackenzie McDonald. A rough fall. Gonna take another look here. As Sims,
so coach does not like this foul right here on Mackenzie McDonald. Apparently, I think the elbow or something was on that play. Mackenzie McDonald herself doesn't like that. Coach McDonald don't like that.
We don't speak fluent referee signals, so bear with us, please. Maggie Clark from outside, and she gets that one to go. Mackenzie McDonald gave her all the space in the world, and Maddie Clark made her pay. Heights up by 2. And after that fall, it seems the tensions are starting to rise from both benches. Haddon Heights upset. Maybe a missed call. Great job of Tori Wilsey driving the lane, getting contact. Going to take another look here at the Clark three-pointer.
Well, Clark figures if they're going to give me this much room, I'm going to try it, and she buried it.
Tori Wilsey once again at the line for the Knights. One of the senior leaders on this team.
Yeah, I like the way she's going strong to the basket. And to me, that's the difference between when you're a veteran, you're going strong to the basket, and every time in, you're either getting the basket or you're drawing a foul. As opposed to a younger player, sometimes you'll fade away from contact. She doesn't do that, and she's rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
Can't capitalize on the second free throw as Richardson Muse gives it off to Furtado to bring it up. There's a three from the corner. Missed and grabbed by Pelkak. Dixon looking to push the pace, now slows it up. Sims. Dixon. Sterling going to be patient again. And Rosie finds McDonald. Tough shot. Won't fall. And Richardson Muse gets the rebound. Gets it up to Gabby Diorio. And that'll be a foul on Sterling. Tough shot there from McDonald.
Thought she got fouled while making that shot too. Thought there was a little bit of hand contact.
Yeah, good foul by Sims right there. You don't want to give her the easy layup.
Here's Gab Diorio at the line, the sophomore. Can't get the first one to go. As now Evie Davis checks in the game for Maggie Campbell.
Other than early on, I think Sterling may have had a 5-point lead. It's been nip and tuck, 2 points either way the rest of the way through here.
Stays Haddon Heights' ball.
Inbound and a good look for Clark there. Tough finish, gets it to go.
And guys, if you look at one area that one team's done a real good job at, and they've gotten probably about 3 baskets on these inbound plays. You see it right here, just allowing it to develop and waiting for Clark to get open. Looked like she came off a pick, and they get the easy basket. They did that previously with Campbell coming off the pick and get another easy basket in the first half.
Haddon Heights takes a full timeout.
Well, and that's just all coaching right there. Drawing up the inbound plays, the pick plays, things like that. It's been a tough match, and Coach Kate McDonald has done a great job on the other end, but these inbound plays, Sterling has not found a counter to.
Yep.
Take a look there.
Madison Clark we saw right there. Then you see Cheryl Clark. And what about the battle the two coaches' daughters are having down in the low post, being very physical, and they're two tough, aggressive players when you're talking about Madison Clark and Mackenzie McDonald, and they're going to be playing against each other for a couple years here. Look at Coach McDonald coming back here in her second year, just doing an outstanding job with these ladies. In her first tenure, leading Sterling to the Group 2 championship in 2016.
Sterling will have the ball back.
Sterling gains possession as Dixon brings the ball up the court. Wilsey over to Sims. Wilsey for 3. Gets that one to go. Tough shot for Tori Wilsey, and she canned it. Ties the game for Sterling.
I believe that's her second 3. So, you know, it could go along with her ability to drive the basket. She keeps hitting that 3. They're going to have to come out close on her. She can use that quick step to go to the hole.
That was her first 3 of the game. Okay. You were thinking of the long 2.
Okay. Good job, John. Way to be all over it.
Here's Sims over to McDonald. McDonald with the outside shot. Can't fall. As now Diorio over to Clark. Can't seem to finish. We got a foul on Mackenzie McDonald.
Rosie with it. Defender in her face, drains it.
I like the little shrug. She wasn't expecting that to actually go in. She's like, oh, okay, I'll take that. you can find us here on Facebook. Of course, you take a look what's happening around Sterling. A lot of information, of course. A lot of events, of course. You get some of the games coverages too. Of course, you get to hear about other games around or out of Sterling. Of course, as the boys team are facing against Haddon Heights. I believe the last time I checked, Sterling was winning over at Haddon Heights 21-10.
Okay. Yeah, Sterling really excited about both teams. On the boys' end, obviously you lost Antoine Arnett last year. He had the bulk of the score, and he was your go-to guy. But you're going to see some guys who've had varsity experience, maybe not in that elevated role as scorers, now become scorers, and they're going to be balanced when it comes to scoring. You're talking about the boys this year.
When I've talked to Coach Barringer, and he believes he's got 4 guys that can go out and score every night, and he wants to know if one of them can step up and be the guy. Richardson Muse gets the basket inside. And Wilsey outside back to Dixon. Wilsey inside. Great defense from Haddon Heights. She gets her own rebound. Can't corral it. Richardson Muse slows up the tempo. The experience for Haddon Heights has them a little 2-point lead. Tough shot. Richardson Muse blocked by Morgan Sims. And Dixon.
Guys, if you're going to say to me, what's one thing that could be a difference in this game, it's Heights, and you see right there, getting those offensive rebound and putbacks. And they've done it. Clark's done it a couple times. There you see Richardson Muse did it. And I think that's going to be a big key, especially as we get to the fourth quarter.
And rims out there. Kylie Furtado. Haddon Heights frustrated at Sterling's ball. And I think that experience for Haddon Heights is paying off as we get into the later stages of this close game.
Absolutely.
Bridget Dixon takes a step back.
Playing for the last shot here with 30 seconds left.
Dixon over to Wilsey. Wilsey fires up a 3, and she gets that one to go. Wilsey's second 3 of the game puts Sterling up by 1.
Well, that's a shot you take when you're just feeling confident, and I think that's what we're looking at with Tori Wilsey right there.
Diorio over to Richardson Muse. Works her way inside. Can't get it to fall. And that'll be Sterling ball. We're going to take another look at this. Basket from Tori Wilsey here.
Good job, just setting her feet and firing away.
Quinn to Dixon. Heaves it up and won't fall. Tough shot from Bridget Dixon. Sterling with a 1-point lead here over Haddon Heights, 35-34, as we'll be back with you after this.
Magnolia train station really lit up well, looking great for the holidays. Mr. K covering all areas of our district, out and about with the camera.
Of course, I'll be seeing that when I get when I'm driving home tonight. Drive by there every time I come for here to Sterling and to my house. So it's always good to see when see it all light up and all.
Of course, John will be looking at it when he stopped at the light, not
Yeah,
while he's
no,
driving.
when I'm driving. No.
Right there, okay?
Yeah. We should put that. I should put that out.
I don't want to drive by there tomorrow and see a stop sign flattened or a road sign flattened, John.
No, it's a stoplight there. As I bring you fourth cover action here, as Bridget Dixon using fancy footwork to get through find some spacing to get a nice easy layup.
Fantastic work inside by Bridget Dixon. Good footwork, creates separation from the defender, gets an easy 2 points.
He's going for a long 2, bounces up. Sims gives it a nice toss up to Wilsey. Wilsey now looking for it, and then she's going to get fouled. That's
fantastic footwork. Faking to the right side, cuts back into the middle, draws the defender over. That's a good job. Good take in the middle. Tori Wilsey, again, we've been talking about, she's been getting contact all night, not shying from contact. That's been giving Sterling a bunch of opportunities at the line, and those free throws, especially this game's been tight since the first quarter. These free throws might give Sterling the advantage towards the end.
So far, I think this has been the biggest lead that Sterling has had so far.
I think you're right. Yeah, the 5-point lead from the first quarter. It's been neck and neck ever since.
And guys, you saw those 2 drives to the basket. I think the biggest key there is composure from both girls.
Dixon does it again. This Sterling team is really showing that experience doesn't always matter in this close game. Quinn now with it. Quinn going up to the basket. Foul. Does she get fouled? Quinn slowly to get up.
I want to see this one again. I know Coach McDonald was looking for the foul. We'll see if there was contact here. As you see Quinn come in towards the last couple steps right here, and but boy, that's a foul. That should have been a foul right there.
Usually,
should have been at the line.
Usually, when somebody ends up on the floor, probably a foul. Good attempt from Maddie Clark there. Dixon bringing the ball up.
Dixon now with it, gonna hold it up. Dixon getting Sims to Wilsey now. Back to Dixon. Sterling just trying to find something. Dixon's gonna take it herself. Layup, gets it and drains it.
And since the start of this fourth quarter, Bridget Dixon has seemed to be the option for Sterling here. Really getting good baskets, good looks off of quick passes inside or quick footwork.
If I'm Heights, anytime she comes around that lane, I need a help defender coming over.
Davis still with it. Looking, gives it to Muse. Muse now blocked from Wilsey. Wilsey unable to get the rebound. Muse now gets the layup. And Heights
That's just an incredible individual effort by Muse.
I saw Heights coach singling for a timeout, but doesn't take it. Rest, I don't think saw it. 3 goes out. Muse now picks it back up. Muse unable to get it. Rebound again. Madison Clark.
And even though Sterling's not getting these rebounds, they're
Fatona.
playing good defense outside of it.
And fouled against Sterling. And Heights, you can just see it on their faces. They're just getting frustrated.
Gonna take another look at this basket right here. Or the rebound or the foul. I don't know what we're looking at. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Long week. Glad it's Friday.
Raina was definitely a little animated there, to say the least. Talking to the ref.
Quinn gave it to Sims. Sims gonna go all the way to McDonald. McDonald unable to get that. Wilsey tries to get a rebound and that's gonna be off of Davis, and that's gonna be a Sterling ball. And this is what happens. You get a team frustrated. They start making tiny mistakes like that.
Tiny mistakes in the close game are going to kill you. It's a 5-point game with less than 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Dixon's going to go up for a throw. Gets
right. You got to make a call there. I mean, I'm sure we'll look at this in the replay, but I saw contact right there.
Clark now going up, able to get the two. And now timeout from Haddon Heights.
This is just a good job by Clark here of getting past McDonald as the defender, because once you get past the defender, you've won. You know, you just got to use the backboard to make the layup. Gets by McDonald. McDonald has nothing to do. If she does something, it's a foul, and you're gonna get a chance at the line for the old-fashioned three-point play, as Schulz would call it.
Yep. And a good job using her body as she goes up. Let's see. Sterling Heights. Good crowd on hand. And Jacob, you and I and John were talking about biggest difference this year is having a crowd. And it's nice to have people in the stands. Nice for the fans to be able to come out and see these younger ladies play.
Well, we were talking about it. For me, I had never, announced the basketball game with a big crowd or a crowd of any size before. I'm just a sophomore. Last year there was nobody. Yeah. It's weird to not be able to hear myself talk when the crowd gets excited.
I remember freshman year playoffs. The band was over there, and you could not hear yourself think. It was loud, loud as anything.
And you couldn't hear each other talk, even though we're in the headphones. So we would be in situations where you might say something. I have no idea what you said. I might say the same thing because I didn't hear what you said.
I think I did that once during the football season. I said something, you said.
It'll happen to both of us again. Yeah.
Sims going up for a three. Field side, drains it. Sorry, it goes up for a two, actually. It's a two. Long two.
That's her second outside shot. They're going to have to dress getting somebody out there on her, which is going to make for more room for girls like Wilsey and Dixon.
Clark able to get through and sinks that one in for a nice easy.
And that's just being strong. Two defenders, doesn't matter. Maddie Clark just goes right down, hard-nosed to the basket.
Nice. Sims, again feeling hot, and drains the three. Sims is on a roll.
Yeah, they're going to keep looking for Morgan Sims on that kick out.
Right, and then coming off the bench, the hot shooting in the fourth quarter might be what wins them the game.
And it's going to be a foul on Aaron Quinn. You take a look at the long two from Sims.
What was on the line?
Sims again. Sims so far in this game feeling really, really toasty. Hughes still with it.
And it's a double dribble. Double dribble.
There you see the three.
And these threes aren't like ones that, bounce in. These are like, she really just drains them.
Yeah, just nothing but net. And the more of these tough shots.
Quinn now, unable. McDonald, Quinn able to get the rebound. Sterling's got to make those points on those rebounds. That was an easy 2 points right there for Sterling.
Wow. Calling for a carry right there.
McDonald going against Clark. And I think McDonald's just found herself in foul trouble. She is, and I think she's out of the game.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why, and they know that. They're feeding the ball down to Clark because they know Mackenzie McDonald is in that situation, and two. And Clark's going right at her.
I know McDonald straight after that was not happy with herself.
She's still in the game, John.
She's still in the game.
How many fouls is that she has?
She might have 4. 1.
Yeah.
Clark sinks that one in, so Sterling now will be able to give Haddon Heights, if they commit another foul, into another timeout from Haddon Heights, I think. What's going? Wait.
Coaches are frustrated. It sounds like Lauren Kendra, coach of Haddon Heights, is trying to call a timeout. Officials just aren't hearing her. But I want to get into the crowd, right? We didn't have the crowd last year. That might have hurt our teams, coming into it. Was like the JV and freshman teams were the crowd. They were getting into it at each other. Now we have a real crowd. We're outnumbering them. We have finally a home court advantage after a year, which is really nice to see. Home court advantage finally means something.
We'll get super fans out here in big games.
Oh, yeah.
And it's ironic you bring that up, because if somebody asked me what other team has really good super fans, it's the Garnet Crazies in Haddon Heights, where they get behind the basket, and boy, you got to have a lot of composure when you're shooting a free throw against them in the background, almost like a college atmosphere.
You see right there.
It's a boy. Of course, our next TV game is Thursday, December 23rd. The boys team will be here at Sterling playing against Eastern live on Channel 19, and of course you can check that out on YouTube.com.
I know. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if Lauren Kendrick is really arguing her point.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Not 100% sure.
I overheard. I might be, going crazy, but I overheard her something saying about timeouts. Maybe it's, she's trying to call a timeout. I think she's frustrated. There's 7 fouls. She's now wanting a 1-and-1. We're not really sure what's going on here in the broadcast. Nobody tells us anything. Nobody tells us anything.
We need the ref mic.
that would be really helpful.
That would be fantastic for us.
So I don't know. Did Sterling get a technical?
It must be, because Haddon Heights is shooting free throws.
But it seemed like Coach Kendrick was the one that was. We'll definitely find out post game what transpired there. But they're 2 big baskets, because now it's a 1-score game.
You know what? I think I might know what actually happened. Mackenzie Donald did say something. I don't think it was the most friendliest of things to say.
Well, and now she's out of the game, John. So you could be right there.
And it also could have been the foul situation too.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we could speculate on that, but
yeah. All we can do right now is question, and the ball is out, and McDonald.
So look at this on the replay right here. As you look at Clark right there with an outstanding defensive play, just using her body. And I
don't think that's a push.
Yeah,
that does not look like a push to me there, Schultz.
It looks like Quinn's going to get called for that.
And all momentum that Sterling had has been quickly back to the Garnets.
Well, and now the Garnets are in the bonus.
Yep.
So now you have to be smart. There's still 2:20 left in the game. You have to be smart with your fouls, right? And Maddie Clark has just been going. She's been doing great on the inside. And
I'm going to guess.
Is Erin Quinn fouled out of the game?
She's still up.
We don't know what's going on with the foul situation.
Yeah, nobody tells us anything.
We need to be on the other side, right?
We definitely need to be on the other side.
Set us up by the scorer's table.
Yeah. Anyone on that?
Quinn, then maybe, Quinn's out of the game.
Quinn might, wow.
Quinn's out of the game and Brianna Red checks in. But Maddie Clark has been, a dominant force in the paint with 8 fouls. You're going to get to the line for 1-and-1 opportunities, and Haddon Heights is really clawing their way back, only down by 3.
Great, able to recover. Bridget Dixon now.
This is where Sterling needs a patient trip down the floor. still have the lead.
I agree. Slow the game down. All right, don't let the moment get too big. Slow the game down.
Red now. Reina.
Good job by Pelcat coming out, helping out Red. He's just come into the game for the first time.
Now you only have a certain amount of possessions. Stays Sterling possession. You only have a certain amount of possessions here, right? You got to make them count. You got to go and find your most effective way to get past it. Sterling missing 2 of their starters tonight.
Could possibly for foul trouble.
Ew.
Dixon gives it to Sims. Sims goes up for a nice 2 and misses that one. Clark, all you got to do is try not to foul her.
And she just, there's no answer for her inside tonight during the second half. She's been lights out.
Yeah, veteran move, taking it down the floor and then just slowing down in those last couple steps, keeping her composure and finishing.
Haddon Heights smart to slow it down here.
Sterling still holding the 1-point lead, but boy, Heights has really grabbed the momentum.
Hughes now going up and goes in. Now Heights with a 1-point advantage.
We're going to take another look at this Maddie Clark basket, and there's just been no answer for her in the second half.
Yeah, and the other thing, they're really going strong in the basket right now because you've lost a couple of your key defenders in McDonald and Quinn out of the game, and you saw.
And now you're in the bonus, and that's a really strong take right there by Richardson. Used 2 defenders on top of her, and she just gets the finish.
So Garnets hold a 1-point lead right now. Boy, again, an outstanding job by them with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. You saw Sterling with I believe a 5-point lead and seemingly in control of the game, and then all that took place at the scorers table. You had them come in, get the 2 free throws for, I believe, some type of technical, and just like that, they really took the momentum and turned things around and now have the 1-point lead.
Well, and that's where experience comes into play. You've had people at the varsity level where this moment's not too big for them. They know how to handle a tight game, a close game in the fourth quarter. A lot of people coming up from JV, the sophomores, right, we're sophomore heavy. A lot of people coming up from JV, they might not know how to handle this moment on the big stage, right? Close game. You might not know how to handle that, and I think this is something really new that, the Sterling team is going to have to figure out as they progress throughout this season.
And you saw Jeremiah Thompson there in the crowd with his baby brother or baby sister. I'm not sure. If I got that wrong, it's my bad.
Less than a minute to go here. Sterling needs a bucket.
Wilsey going for a 3. Airmails that one. And now Garnet's on an attack. Ball going up. Clark. And it's a foul.
Yeah, they got the foul. They had Clark wide open down the floor for a second, but weren't able to pick her up.
And these 1-and-1s have really killed Sterling. The foul trouble, I think that was a problem last year for the girls and the boys, for that matter. The foul trouble on both teams seems to need to be corrected.
Boys team early on in the season, yeah, but they got better later on. They got way better. Their foul trouble was way down.
Well, I feel like this is something as you get into the season. But right now, these 1-and-1s are killing Sterling. As now, it's a 3-point lead for the Garnets with 47 seconds left. Smart timeout there from Coach Kate McDonald.
Well, for all that's happened, we're still looking at a 1-score game. So with 44.5 seconds left, look for Sterling right now to either get the ball to Tori Wilsey for the outside shot or Morgan Sims, who's been outstanding today with the long 2-pointer or 3-pointer. And don't think that, the open looks that Sims got early, Heights is well aware of her. She's not going to get the same open looks now.
I don't think anybody's going to get an open look out on the perimeter. Haddon Heights, Coach Lauren Kendra is very smart. We saw it with the inbound plays. Very smart. Knows the game of basketball very well. Limited time, down by 3. You can't allow a 3 or a foul from out there. Got to be smart. I think this possession is really what's going to come down and be the game.
And if you're Sterling, with this amount of time left, do you quick if you get an easy 2-pointer, get that and play to another basket? But the other thing is, if you foul, Heights has been very good from the free throw line.
Depends on who you foul, though.
Yeah, right.
I do think if you can get a quick 2, good look. Yeah. Whatever the best look is at this point, there's still 40 seconds left.
Yeah, that could be the best opportunity.
And this is where the toughness is going to show, right? Not shying from contact is Morgan Sims. The toughness here, right? Can we succeed on the big stage here at the varsity level?
Makes her first one.
Very impressive tonight.
Sims going to try to make her second one. And drains that one.
Fantastic start to the season for Morgan Sims. Mainly played on JV last year, now coming up to the big stage, and it looks like nothing's changed for her, just out there playing basketball. Doesn't matter, varsity, JV, she's out there and she's been playing great tonight.
And that was the big question coming into the season. Can they hit from the outside? You saw Sims, Wilsey, and that's where you can work your inside-out game. You force teams to collapse down on drives to the basket or passes down low. It's not there, you kick it back out. That's how they were able to get a lot of their open looks throughout this game. You see assistant coach Charlie Kellogg talking to the girls along with Lauren Kenner, and there you see Coach McDonald right now with 2 of her starters out of this game with the team that's really battling down by 1. And this is where you'll play to try to get that steal, but at some point, obviously, you're going to have to foul. But you don't have to foul right away. Definitely.
Well, and you said, bringing up the point of 2 starters out there, I think that shows the depth that this team has. We've, kept it competitive. It's going to come down to the wire.
And they have to fix the clock here. Yeah, okay. There we go.
There we go.
I was going to say.
Yes. Was counted down for the timeout. Now they got the time up
running
there.
while they were going to inbound it. Almost got the steal. Still don't have to foul. Still don't have to foul. Try for the steal. You still have some time.
That's game.
That's the dagger.
Where's your player of the game?
Dixon Clark been unstoppable.
It's going to go to Red. Red's going to try to shoot a 3. Gets blocked. Dixon able to get it back. Dixon now unable to get that layup. And there is a foul. And
here you see them get the ball over to Clark, who's just been doing it all night and comes up with the biggest 3 of the game. And wow, a good sense of knowing. It looked like she stepped her foot back, making sure she wasn't on the line. Talk about having composure in that situation, making sure it was a 3, and she drained it. It's a big free throw right there.
And that shot seems to be the game right there. That looks like the dagger, and that's why I think this senior leadership is so important. You're going to take another look at this. 3 of the top scorers from Haddon Heights all came back, and Maddie Clark seems to be the superstar tonight.
You just cannot leave her open.
Step back right there. But guys, right now, Sterling, if they hit this shot, they've got to foul right off the inbound. And either way, you've got to foul right away with 5 seconds left. And
you got to hope.
It's at a hope and a prayer right now. But again, it's a 1-score game. But you don't have time to try and wait and go for the steal like you did when there was maybe 40 seconds left and 25 seconds left. And coming up the floor, they almost got the steal, which would have turned things around. But give credit to Heights taking care of the ball and ultimately boy, give credit to Madison Clark doing what she was able to do. And you'll see right here, when she gets the ball, she'll step back, making sure that's a 3, and nothing but net.
That miss hurt right there.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah, we got a break. There's a little delay in the clock starting. Got a foul right away. Foul right away. Yeah. Lost a couple seconds there. Needed to just immediately.
Every millisecond is precious at this point.
Yeah. But we're at a desperation point right here, and obviously a free throw would completely ice it.
Yeah, if she makes this one, it is completely over for Sterling. Davis for the free throw, and it goes in and out. Unlucky for Davis.
One shot, ladies, one shot.
Now, if she misses this one intentionally, the clock still runs. Going to have to heave up
almost
full quarter.
I was going to say, if you might as well do that on purpose.
Well, she drains it, and that's probably the game.
Well, give credit to Heights, boy. What a game! What a hard fought-for win, and they really came on late in this game and did what they had to do to pull away with a 53-49 win.
They showed their experience when it mattered most in the fourth quarter. Great heart from Sterling as a young team. And there's our player of the game,
Madison Clark.
Maddie Clark. See, she dominant inside all game. Nobody had an answer for her. Gets this rebound right here over McDonald and draws contact for the and one. Showing she could do it outside as well. 2 threes in this game. And there's a good look in there. And just been dominant all game in the post. Doesn't matter how many defenders are in proximity. She managed to get it done.
I haven't seen, obviously, a lot of other players in the conference. I gotta believe she's one of the top players in this conference.
No shot was more important than right there. Pretty much the 3 that sealed the deal for Haddon Heights.
Yep.
Game still came down to the final buzzer.
And that's going to do it for us. Sterling with major foul trouble later in this game. Sterling loses this. I'd like to thank also Kevin Schulz, entire tech crew, Jake Clark. I'm John Hallwood. Sterling loses this 53-49.